Hello and welcome. So far we have created many objects like tables, views, intelligent lookup, models, and data flows, transformation flows, all these things. So today we're going to see how to create a task chain. So I have created a folder here, task chains. I'll go inside this. So I'll click on new task chain. So task chains are nothing but if you are from SAP BW background, we have process chains in SAP BW, which will be used to automate the data load. Similar to that, task chains are used to automate the data load. Suppose if you are persisting some data, if you want to add, like instead of, right, we have seen in data flow, you have to run and then you have to wait for the completion to check the data, and then those things you are running manually. And let's say there are multiple data flows, we cannot go into each and every one and run manually. So to automate those kind of tasks, we use this task chains, and also in transformation process, and also graphical calculation, and graphical views. We have persisted some data using one of the view, and so to automate these data persistency tasks and schedule them like whenever you require as per the requirement, we can create these task chains and automate them. So when you see here, when we are in task chain creation, you have this option like begin and drag and drop a task here. So here what we can use is we can use remote tables, we can use data flows, we can use views in the these things. We cannot use tables. I think we cannot use analytical models. Suppose let's say we know we have created some tables, right? Let's go into Datasphere and go into our table folder. See, you don't see any tables here. We cannot use them. Now let's go back and also go inside models. See, I cannot see anything here, but we have analytical model inside our folders actually. Let's see intelligent lookups. Yeah, we can use them. And yeah, data flows we can use, and entity we cannot use, intelligent lookups we can use, models cannot, tables cannot, and views we can use. See, these are the views which we created. So let's go back to all. What I will do is I will go into my objects. I will show you all the objects here. Let's click on. So you can use your remote tables if you have. You can use data flows. You can use your views, and also intelligent lookups. You can use them in the task chains to persist the data and automate this. So what we do is let's do one thing. We know we have some views, right? We have created sales data flow in the last sessions. So let's drag and drop it here. Okay, let's click on this. So this is the data flow, which is already deployed. And I want to add one more. These are like sequentially, and you can add parallelly also. So to do that, let's click on this. Or no, we have to click on add placeholder. These are placeholders. So this can hold some data flow remote table or view. So now let's add. This is one of the view which we persisted. Let's drag and drop this here. You see when you drag view, it says persist data or remove persist data options. We want to persist. Let's keep that persist. And let's add one more sales fact view also. I want to persist. Before that, you click on this, add a placeholder by clicking on the plus symbol. These are like sequentially one after the other. Let's drag this here. Again, I want to persist the data. but for data flow, I think it's already have a target table and all. That's fine. And suppose, let's say these are sequentially, I want to add parallelly. Just click, suppose if you want to add parallelly to this one, you have to click on the above one and you can add a placeholder. So what happens? See, under that you can see this placeholder has come. Okay, let's delete this. Sorry, let me go back. I want to go back. Yeah. So I want to add parallelly to my begin. So what I'll do, I click this or click this. Mm, no, I don't want like this. Let's do one thing. Click on this. Okay, we can do one more thing. Let's click on placeholder. Let's add one more. We have views we have seen and data flow we have added. Let's add another view. Let's add another data flow we have. So let me add that here. Okay, like this, we can add parallelly. And also, let's say if you want to set some unconditional, see, these are parallelly running. Okay, and before it's going into uh, next step. If you want to add some or end condition, let's say I want to go further when both of them completed. Suppose one is completed, one is still running, then it should not go to further. Let's see further. Delete this. Okay, now what I want to add is click on this. You have something called all or any. All means when I click here and drag this one, all means when both of them completed, then only it will go further. Like it's a and condition in our SAP BW. I'm going to add a placeholder below. I'm going to add sales data flow. Okay. So all means when both of them completed, then it will go further. Suppose if you want to keep like, let's say if any one of them completed, then it can go further. Then you can set as any. Any means any one of them completed, then it will go into further. All means when both of them completed, then only it will go into further steps. Okay. So that's how you can add, like this is used for connecting. All means or condition, all means and condition, or means like or. And this one add as parallel branch. If you want to add something to, I think parallel, let's see what is this. Yeah, this one. We were trying, right? So add as parallel. You can do that. And let's delete. Let's go back, undo. Yeah, don't want to add. And then this we have seen to add a placeholder, and this is for deletion. Okay. So I have added my sales data flow and then one dimension. So again data flow, again I added sales data flow. We already have, but just to show you. So yeah, that's all this. And here on the right side, you can see the properties of this task chain. What we are going to name it as sales task chain, and it is not a deployed. These are the objects which we have in our task chain. Sales data flow, dimension store data flow, all run condition, and this data flow. But for now, let's remove this because we already have. But these, I hope you got like why we use this uh, and any, all and any. So let's save and deploy this. Save it. Let's deploy this. Wait for the deployment to complete. Yeah, now it's deployed. So you can run from here directly this task chain, or if you want to schedule it on regular basis, you can go on schedule. These are same options which we have, I think, seen in previous sessions. If you want to schedule daily, hourly, weekly, monthly, minutes, based on your requirement, you can schedule. This we have seen how to schedule these things. So I'm not going to show you. Leave this. Let's run this manually. It's running. You can go to monitor and click on this. Status is running. You can refresh here. You see, first one is running. These are not yet triggered because the step is still running, above step. Once that is completed, then it will come to next steps. Okay, and let it run. And one more thing I want to show is here you have something called the status is running. Okay, and here you have something called email notification. Suppose if you want to send, see currently it is do not send any notification, but there are some other options. Send email notification only when run has completed with an error. Suppose if the task saying completed with some error, you can send an email. If you keep this, see below some other options will come. Recipient, if you go inside, you will have all the users list. I have only two, but if you have like so many users, you can select to whom you want to send the email. Like for example, I can select some users here, or directly you can search here, or you can set up like this. Okay, I'm not gonna send. And also one more thing I want to show here. See here, you can select up to 20 email reception, including tenant, member, user, and other event. Maximum you can select 20 users. Okay, and you can create some message here, like what you want to send the like body of the email and subject. Okay, now send email notification only when run has completed successfully. Again, similar thing. When it is successful, only if you want to send, you can select this option. You can maintain the details here and send email when the run has completed. Just even either failure or successful if you want to send. Once the task is completed, then you can use this option. Okay, now I'm not gonna send anything. Let's go to data monitor and see whether it's completed or not. Let's wait for the completion. I'm gonna pause. So yeah, you can see here each step it was running. Now it's completed. Below two are started already, and one is already completed. And you can go here into monitor, and you can see like each step. Uh, you can see this is the sales data flow box. Okay, and you can come back. And you see it took around 4 minutes to completion, and whereas this dimension store completed in 5 seconds, and our data flow is still running. Okay, let's wait for the completion. And okay, now you see our data flow is also completed. So uh, all our tasks in the task chains are completed. Okay, let it update. So that's how you can automate your data persistency tasks using these task chains. Instead of running manually, you can keep them automated. You can see our task chain is completed. Run status. Let's go back again into monitor. You see it's completed, and you can check all the logs and all details here, which we have seen how to check and all. Let's go back and you can check the tables now. Suppose first is our sales data flow, which we are storing into one table. We have seen which table we have created, and the dimension store we have persisted, and data flow, which is similar to sales data flow, but we have created in some other folder. So that's all about the task chains. We have seen how to send the email notifications, and we can schedule this. Scheduling options are similar to what we have seen in other sessions. Yeah, that's about task chains. You can keep as many steps if you want. Okay, that's all for this session. I'll see you in the next session. Thank you.